Hello everybody and welcome to the final night here of Azerbaijan, Baku in SpeedForce Racing. We're here with the PREM guys, the fastest guys of SpeedForce Racing. And me, Senna, is not alone tonight. I have the privilege to have my co-commentator Adam with me. Adam, how are you doing?
I'm good, mate, and I don't know if you're going to call this a privilege afterwards. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to seeing if Yaram can finish a race.
We're gonna see that all in the coming hour and a half. But first to start, we're gonna see who is leading the championship, because it's Gilles on first place after his win in China and a second place in Australia. He is taking first place in front of Medium Pilot in P2. We have Raikkonen in P3 after a win and a P2. We have Venom in P4, Nicomania in P5, Midnight in P6, Chris in P7, Vin in P8, Laserlord in P9, Tony in P10, Bullet Boy in P11, Glock in P12, Sam in P13. Then we have Lewis, Horpunch, Simo, GA and Need for Speed. They're all reserve drivers. Then we have Ramage, Yarham, Chris Alien, also a reserve, Nero Domestic, Honey Badger, Zach, Jimmy Morris and Jay Fletcher. So that is what the Drivers' Championship is. I'm gonna load the Constructors' Championship now. And there we see it is Ferrari leading with Chris and Gilles. In second place it is Williams with Glock and Medium Pilot. In third we have Racing Point from Tony and Venom. In fourth we have Renault with Raikkonen and Zach. In P5 we have McLaren with Vin and Nicomania. In P6 we have Haas with Midnight and Sam. In P7 we have Torosso with Laserlord and Honey Badger. In P8 we have Red Bull with Bullet Boy and Yahan. In P9 we have Alfa Romeo with Jay Fletcher and Ramav. And in P10 we have Mercedes with NER Dynastic and Jimmy Morris. That is what the championship is about. We are
Mercedes P10. Wow.
Yeah, not something we see very often.
Yeah, wow.
But
shocked there.
Baku is maybe the place for them to turn everything around, because Baku, it is a circuit we already saw it a lot this week. Anything can happen. Even if you're leading the last lap, you still can be lost, for example. And it's really a race you can't say who's gonna win.
You can't switch off from this race either. You really cannot.
No, you can't.
I mean, I think I was having a look through time trials yesterday, and I am sure the man who is leading this championship is in the top 10 in the world.
Yeah, we see that a lot.
Yeah,
our
medium pilot was in China. He was second, but there's some very fast guys in here.
We have some of the fastest guys in the world here, and that is unbelievably to watch them, to be able to commentate on them. We're waiting on, I think, a few more drivers, or some people are riding up right now. So maybe we're going with 16. I think that's quite a good attendance for a PREM race, because if it is the fastest guys, it's also very difficult to find 20 guys that are competitive with each other.
Whoa, this good. How many safety cars do you think, Senna?
I'm gonna say not as much as we saw last week, or this week.
Do you not think so? I think it could be on an even kill, although these guys are the fastest of the fast in SFR.
I think
they're also out to prove a point with each other.
If there is a division without a safety car, it has to be the PREM, I think.
Yeah, it'd have to be, yeah. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I want Yaram. I want Yaram to finish.
We have 18 drivers today. That's very good. That's very nice to watch, of course. And we're gonna get into qualifying. If some of the PREM drivers are watching, you shouldn't be, but if some are, and you could let us know the weather in the race, that should be awesome. And maybe because it is the PREM, because they may expect not as much safety cars. We may be gonna see some different strategies than we saw this week. Maybe we're gonna see some more drivers starting on the hards or on the mediums.
I think it's starting on the hards for a guy for guys who are as quick as these guys are. I think it's a strategy that can work.
I think
It could
it
work
is.
very well.
It is. Just waiting on Chris to get his connection fine, and then we're going into this qualifying session. There we go. Yarham has already left the session, so that's not good. I think he has some connection issues. And we have a very, very sunny qualifying as it looking.
Who is coming out first?
Who will be the first one out in quali?
Laserlord. I'm really, do you know what do you think the quali time, the pole time will be? Obviously we had some fast times yesterday. What
We
do you
had a
think we're
really
going to hit
fast time
today?
yesterday.
136?
I think we should see it to 136. I think it's very possible with these guys. And it is Raikkonen. No, it is Alfa Romeo. Or
Tony.
even
Tony first. He's out first.
It is. The racing point of Tony on the hearts.
The Honey Badger out. Laserlord coming out. VRT Zach coming out. SHR Indigo coming out. What's all these guys on?
Most of these guys look like they're going on the softs immediately. We have
Tony first is on the hards.
We have already a yellow flag in sector 1. That is a Mercedes going too wide in that corner. Well, we're seeing Tony going on the straight after the castle section. Gordon is predicting a 135 from someone.
Ooh, the racing point, other racing pointers out in the mediums, VRT Venom. I tell you what astounds me, Senna, the way some of these guys can fly through castle.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast they can do it without touching any walls or even some guys are going full throttle through it.
It scares me.
We have Tony on the straight now. That is Williams going too wide. And it looks like he is staying there, so I don't know what he is doing.
He's gone into the runoff. No damage.
He's on the way now, and we're now with Tony in the first corner. Now in the second corner going.
It's the DRS zone. His DRS is on hot lap.
We have only 2 drivers on the hard. It's Tony we're watching and Simu. Taking a lot of curb, touching the wall a little bit. Hope that doesn't give him any damage. Doesn't look like it.
Tony first sector 35-3.
35-3. We have I think 2 Renaults behind, so that could be for a slipstream. We're gonna go on board now with Tony for the castle section. Oh, very fast, almost hitting the wall there on the left. Very scary to watch sometimes, those guys.
It is. I don't know how they do it. I need some tips.
I'm even struggling with medium traction control to hold it on the track, and there guys, without any assist, they're just flying.
116.3 from Tony, Sector 2. 113.3 from VRT Raikkonen.
Raikkonen P2 in last race, 1 in Bahrain, so he is a contender for today's win as well. What will be the first time set by Tony on the hards? It will be 140.4. We're going to watch Raikkonen now. He is on the soft. What will it be for Raikkonen? 137.0 already. Zach is going in the pits again. Black Phoenix going P2 with 137.6. Laserlord in P3 with a
Honey Badger,
138.6.
139.1. Right, we have
Venom
a
going into
Ferrari
pits.
coming.
What
Is it
is Finn
Chris in
gonna
the
do?
Ferrari? No,
Finn
that's an
isn't on a
outlet.
fast lap. We have Indigo going P3 with a 137.6.
Laserlord 138.6.
Looks like Raikkonen already has a decent gap on the first guys.
I think he can go faster.
We have Medium Pilot in Sector 2. Last year's champion. Doesn't set a purple Sector 2, 113.7. What time can Medium Pilot set? Always a contender for any race, for any win. What will it be for the Williams driver opening his DRS? Going through the line, it will be a 137.4, putting him into P3 at the moment, while Sam going P2 with a 137.1. Only 1/10 away from Raikkonen.
Right, Chris is on his hot lap now.
Oh, and Gilles spun in Sector 2 just before the castle, and we have a Mercedes that hit him. Hope Gilles doesn't stationary too long there, because that will be a DNF, otherwise a disquali. He is on the way again.
His teammate's going to get a bit of a tow here now. His teammate's right behind him.
Chris is taking some tow from Honey Badger. Chris is on the softs as well. A lot of guys on the softs, that's surprising for me. What time will it be for Chris? Maybe a pole time. It will be a 137.3. Going into P3 with a fastest Sector 3.
That's a bit of teamwork there. Bit of teamwork.
We have Stam flying through the castle right now. He's on the softs as well. What can the Greek driver do?
Right, Venom back out on an outlet.
Stam now flying to one of the most difficult corners. We're seeing a lot of people taking a lot of curb in the Prem. So maybe that is the fastest line. 114.8 doesn't look like a very fast time, to be honest.
No, I think they've got to be in the 113s in Sector 2.
Laserlord saying he isn't trying traction control, so that's why he is really slow. Laserlord, if you can give us the weather information for the race, that should be really helpful for us. We have now
138.6 of that traction is not bad.
No, it isn't. We have Gilles, the championship leader in Sector 1 on a flying lap. It is a 34.6 in Sector 1. Now going to the castle section. Looks like he isn't that hard pushing. Looks like he is want to have a quite safe lap to set a lap. I don't think he is finishing his lap, to be honest.
137.5 from Ghoul. Gilles, however you want to say the name.
It is Gilles, mate.
Gilles,
it's very strange because on my screen he is still in Sector 2 and he just set a time.
Oh, okay. Well.
That's very strange.
Right, Venom is on a hot lap now on the softs. Yaram has joined. I was just about to ask if he got back in.
Venom indeed is in Sector 2 on a flying lap. Can he set a good lap? He didn't set a lap on the mediums, now he's out on the soft tires. It is a 113.6.
That's a good Sector 2.
That is. What can Venom set here?
It'll put him in the 137 bracket.
Looks like it's gonna be a very good time for him. But we have a lot of drivers very close to each other. Only 6 tenths away from P1 to P9 at the moment. What will it be for Venom? It will be a P5, 137.4.
Electro Dam on his outlap.
The GP2 reserve tonight. Tony isn't on a lap anymore. There's someone.
VRT Zach on an outlap. Stam back out on an outlap. Just Yaram to come out now.
Oh, we have Raikkonen on a flying lap in Sector 1. currently the fastest guy. He is even improving sector 1, purple in sector 1, almost 1/10 up. He could be the first one to go into the 136s. Is he gonna fly through the castle? Yes, he is. That is really, really cool to watch. Raikkonen going full speed. And it really looks like he is trying to blast his first time. Will it also be a purple sector 2? He is going so fast. But he is really looking like a perfect lap at the moment. He's 1/10 up, purple sector 2.
What a time this will be.
Is this gonna be a 1:36 for the first time this week? It really looks like it's gonna be. If it's sector 3, if the straight is just faster than the other lap, it will be 1:36.8.
What a time.
What a time from Raikkonen. I think this will be the time to beat with 7 minutes remaining. We have Sam now on a lap in P2. He is in sector 2. Looks like he is trying to get a tow from that Toro Rosso in front of him. Looks like a very decent lap as well. 13.4, purple sector 2. He isn't improving his lap though, so I think he didn't do a very good sector 1. Can he still improve it in the last sector? What will it be for the Dutchman? Well, we have Black Phoenix going into a 1:37.0 in P2. What is gonna be for Sam? He's going back in.
Dan is on a hot lap, or did he just go in?
Honey Badger in P5, 37.3. Midnight. We have Medium Pilot going provisional pole position, 1:36.6.
What a lap! Coming into sector 2.
We have Midnight coming into P and sector 3.
VRT Zach has a shot at pole here. He's going to tow off his teammate as well.
Midnight as well. He's just done a purple sector 2. What will it be for VRT Midnight? Currently in P11, he is improving around 8/10. Very good possibility for him to maybe take pole position.
Does it?
He doesn't do it, going into P4, 36.8. Zach is going a provisional pole, 1:36.5.
That was perfect from the teammates here. Midnight towed him down. Oh, Midnight is not his teammate, so Raikkonen towed him down the straight. That was perfect.
What a lap from VRT Zach. And currently Renault in P1 and P3, and that is something for me to very happy.
Well, Yaram still hasn't set a lap. I don't know if he's having issues.
Don't think he is in the session, to be honest, or he can't.
His name just popped up at the top. He was talking.
Yeah, I think then he isn't unable to select his car to do a lap.
That sucks.
It does.
He hasn't had any luck for this season so far.
And he left again. We have Chris, the Ferrari, in the castle section on a flying lap. Just behind him is a Red Bull.
A low 1:13 is a decent time for sector 2.
We already have 15 people setting times on the softs. So I think this could be a thing that is gonna rain in the race, because so many guys are on the softs.
That's true, yeah.
Chris isn't on a lap anymore. Is Venom on a lap? Looks like he is. He's on aggressive ERS. He improved 2/10.
Coming out again.
Honey Badger going into P9 with 1:37.3. Oh, Venom almost hit the castle there.
Oh, it really does scare me how they go through
It
that.
does. Every time I'm going on board through the castle section, and it's such a cool thing to watch every time.
Oh.
Yeah, Yarmam
Ooh.
having problems with getting in his car, so that's really, really bad for him. And Venom isn't improving his lap anymore.
Laser Lord back out again.
I think Gilles is on a flying lap, mate, in P7 at the moment, the championship leader. I think he should improve this lap.
He's 2 seconds down. Unless the lobby lied to me.
Nah, he is. I think he is. I think we have only Electro Dan on a flying lap then. He's on the softs.
Come on, Electro Dan.
The GP3 reserve driver, 34.5 in sector 1. Going on a little straight towards the castle section. Is he gonna fly through it just as the other guys? Yes, he is. What? Oh, just going too wide there then. Still nothing. Throwing away. Hit the wall there a little bit, so maybe some little wing damage.
Right, everybody's coming back out again now.
He almost
Yellow
lost
flag,
it there.
sector 1. Who's the yellow flag for?
Lecture them at 140.4. Down to sector 2, now on the long straight. Is Electro Dan gonna finish this lap or is he going back in? He is finishing this lap. What will it be for the GP2 reserve? It will be a 138.3, putting him into P15. Good time for him.
Tony first out on the softs. Basically everyone out.
Everyone except Jill. Oh, Lazelot lost it! Just before the castle section, Lazelot hit the wall twice. So that is his flying lap totally gone.
Credit to him for trying no traction on a track like this.
It is. And Jill isn't gonna do another lap. He retired in the pit lane. P7 at the moment for the championship leader.
Right, Tony is 9/10 up in his time, sector 1. Tony first. He came out first, so his name is
on
very
the softs
fitting.
now.
You've got to keep a lookout for Raikkonen as well. Sector 2 and 3 yellow flag.
We have a 5 place grid penalty for Venom for illegal blocking. Oh no!
There's a queue coming out of sector 2. Well, there was.
And Zach isn't gonna improve this lap. He is getting out of the way of medium pilot and P2 at the moment. He's in sector 2. He's behind Tony, so we're first gonna watch Tony. He's 1.4 seconds faster than his first lap.
That's not pole. He's not going to put himself in there, but it won't be pole. Sector 2 time is in there.
What will it be for Tony? Think it's around P10.
Oh,
it will be P15. 37.8. Then we're going to watch to medium pilot. Is he gonna be able to take pole? No, he isn't. 36.6, putting him into P2 at the moment. Midnight is doing a fastest sector, first sector.
Raikkonen is up on his time, only by 1,000, but he's up.
We have Sam in P6, next one to finish his lap.
The way Raikkonen goes through castle, I had to breathe in. Whew.
Sam is gonna get P5, 136.9. Then Black Phoenix is gonna get a P3, 136.8 for Black Phoenix. Then Raikkonen has to watch out for his teammate.
Oh.
They're gonna try and tow each other.
They are.
It looks like Raikkonen is... No, he had... No! I think that's his lap ruined. I think Raikkonen lost it there. They wanted to be clever.
Yeah,
But they were way too close
way
to each
too
other.
close.
Midnight
Yeah,
finishing it. Is
way too
Midnight gonna
close.
take pole? No, P3 for Midnight. Sam going in, Chris going into P6, Raikkonen is in P5, and that is it for qualifying, because Tam is going back into the pits.
What a time for pole.
VRT, Zach taking pole position with a 1:36.5. We only
Wow.
have 1 second between our first driver and our 11th driver.
Wow. Those times, they're amazing.
It is only a thing we can dream of, I think. These
Jeez.
guys are so fast. We have all our guys finished. So it is over for qualifying. And as it looking, everyone tried to set a lap on the softs. Johan wasn't able to get in his car. That's very unlucky for him. But as everyone is on the softs, I think it is gonna rain in the race. And that should be awesome to watch.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna put it out there with you, Senna. I think safety car within 5.
We're gonna see that it is Zach on pole position in front of medium pilot. Midnight and Blackfoot is starting from the second row. It is Raikkonen in P5, Chris in P6, Sam in P7, Gilles in P8. Venom qualified in P9, but he will start from P14 due to a 5 position grid penalty. So Honey Badger will start from P9, Finn will start from P10, Indigo start from P11, Stem will start from P12, Laserlord will start from P13. Then we have Tony in P15, Electrodad in P16, Simo in P17, and we'll have Yarham in P18 if he has joined again.
Oh, I hope he has. I do hope he has. It's not to be fair, Senna. It's not a bad place to start the back at Baku.
It isn't. Still
It's not the
everything
worst
possible.
place. Yeah, exactly. Safety cars or whatever. Start at the back isn't doom and gloom. Yaram is in the session.
That is very good to watch, and it seems sunny. So we're just having everyone qualified on the soft zen, and that is, if you ask me, very interesting for strategy. Do you think we're gonna see some soft to mediums if there isn't a safety
I
car,
don't
of
know,
course?
but you say it's an interesting strategy, Senna, but these guys are all quick.
They
They're all
are.
fast, so they want to set their fastest times, all of them. The soft to me is the strategy that they would all go for. I think after the first set of pit stops, you'll see different strategies.
That is very possible. We have Yarham predicting a safety car in the first lap. I hope that doesn't
That was
happen.
GP4. That was GP4.
We're gonna watch everyone as we go through the grid. We're gonna see what the strategy is. We have, of course, the top 9 on softs, then we have from top 10 to P13 on the mediums. We have Venom and the softs because he qualified in P9, of course. And we have Tony, Electrodan, Simu and Yarham on the mediums. I just hope everyone stays very safe during all battles today. That we're gonna see a whole clean fight from first lap to last lap.
I think we're going to see some outrageous overtakes here as well, in places that you don't think is possible.
Oh, we're surely gonna see it because these guys are maybe the best drivers in SFR.
Yeah,
They are the fastest. We don't know if they are the best, of course.
You'll see an overtake and you'll be like, what? Can't overtake there?
Oh, he did!
Yeah, he did do it. Wow.
We also have some interesting positions, I think. Gilles Lear at the moment in P8, Sam in P7, Raikkonen in P5. There aren't positions you really think they are gonna start on. But we know Baku is a different track for like everyone.
It's going to be an interesting start. Can Zach hold his lead off? Can Zach hold medium pilot back?
And Yarham's still having problems. He couldn't decide his setup, so it won't be a good race for him, I think.
Oh no. Oh dear.
We're now going almost back to the positions to start this GP from Azerbaijan. Tony is still in the pits on my screen, so I don't hope he is lagged out or something.
No, is Electro down on the... Oh, no.
Well, Yarham is very, very far behind everyone. So we'll need to wait till he has rejoined the grid. And Yarham is back in a stalling position. Now we're just waiting for the green lights to go on. We have the green flag waving. And the red lights are gonna go on. 5 red lights. And we're on the way for the final time here at Azerbaijan. It seems like a very good start of medium pilot. Is he already gonna try it? No, good start from Zach. He is in P1. We're seeing some flights on the back. We're seeing a flight Ferrari.
Doro Rosso and a McLaren.
That is Gilles. Gilles is Gilles is upside down. Oh my God, he is back on the way. This is unbelievable. Gilles was upside down, pushed by literally every car behind him. And he is still continuing his race. Impossible!
I did not get to see that. I'm gutted.
That was impossible, mate. Well, we have Honey Badger and Simu fighting. That's a really difficult place to do. Honey Badger and P13.
Yaram up 2 places. Vin, biggest loser there, has lost 7 places.
Oh, very bad start for Vin. I think Gilles is even of worse. That was a very strange thing to watch.
As
Just
far
like
as
we
I'm
say,
concerned,
what
up
just
1 place.
happened, hanging there like a cow.
Venom has moved up 6 places off the start. Fantastic start from Venom.
Looks like
Someone has
Pilot
just
is
lost
letting
their
Zach
M
go.
plate.
We have a safety car. Simu retired in sector 2.
Oh.
He lost it after the castle. And we have already our first safety car in lap 1. Just as Yaram predicted.
And Tony is coming out of the pits.
Yeah, maybe we're gonna see some guys pitted on the hards already. Are we gonna see any pitter?
Tony wouldn't have been able to get around that quick. Tony's literally just come out of the pits. That's
Zach
that one.
medium pilot not, Black Phoenix not, Chris not, Raikkonen, I don't think anyone will pit.
No, you got one Ghoulie. Or Gilles, he's going in, he lost an M plate.
Yeah, we have indeed Honey Badger going
Honey
in,
Badger.
Johan going in, Vin going in.
Vin, yeah. One casualty, Simo. And I don't know what's going on with Tony's car.
I think he lost connection after qualifying, just before the race. That's why he's still showing in our list, but not on track anymore.
That's a shame.
It is.
Electro down 5 penalty.
Yeah, that is for a collision on the safety car. And Gilles just made up 4 places with a pit stop. What is happening with Gilles? Because it just seems like his connection is terrible or something.
Where have you got Gilles on the thingy?
In P14 at the moment, behind Honey Badger.
I've got him P13 in front of Honey Badger.
It just looks like he is getting totally... What is happening with Gilles? He's just totally getting ripped apart by everyone on my screen. I think Gilles has disconnected or something, or it has to be something different, but this doesn't seem really right what is happening. I hope everyone in the chat can see it too. Same as what was
going on with GP2 yesterday. Stam was in different places to what people would see he was in.
I think so, and we saw it way too much already this season, people showing up in places they aren't. So please, fix your game F1, And I think we're gonna get a safety car for another lap. Yes, we are.
Zach held medium pilot back for that first lap. It's a good job.
Yeah,
So you
it
got
really
Chris
seemed
up
like
one
Zach was
place.
edging away from medium pilot.
Venom is the biggest winner here. He gained 7 places. Jill and Honey Badger both lost 5. Vin's lost 6.
Jill lost 8 on my screen. He's in P16 at the moment on my screen.
Oh, I've got him P13 on mine.
Yeah, he is in P13. So if you could give the information of
Yes.
Jill, that should be very good for us because
No
I
problem.
can't see him.
Right, Jill. Right, so we've got Electro down in the pits.
We have some people pitting now. Yeah, it's only Electro Dan. He had some damage done, I think. Now Gio's in
he's serving his
P14
penalty.
on my screen.
Electro down serving the penalty and changing his wing. Safety car should be in this lap.
Yeah, it probably is gonna be in if Electrodan is closing in fast enough. So otherwise there's a chance that the safety car stays out for another lap. Don't hope that will happen. Because just as we said on Tuesday, the safety car makes the works of commentators very difficult.
It does. But it makes the race very interesting, just not on lap 1.
It does. It just changes everything.
It does. I mean, you know from Monday night, Senna. Not being horrible, but the safety car.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Jimbo from GP3, Jimbo and Manzo. Safety car for them.
Yeah, safety car can ruin races and can make races.
Yeah, it made my race.
Yeah. Anything can happen.
Exactly, exactly.
Like, Zach was almost already a second away of medium pilot and now they're back again just behind each other. He can even be overtaking if medium pilots can have a better restart than Zach. We have everyone behind the safety car, so it should be in this lap.
We'll find out in a minute.
And it's gonna be in this lap. Zach is now controlling the field. I hope everything goes right with that. We have Black Phoenix gain a position, Midnight lost 1, Chris gained 1, and Raikkonen lost 1. And then we have Venom, who gained 7 places. What a start from him.
Zach's doing
Don't even know how you do that in half a lap, taking 7 positions. That's crazy.
It's mental, especially on a track like Baku. But fair play to him. He's just got to hold them all off down the straight now.
Zach controlling the field. And I think we're going. Not yet.
Now.
We are going now. We're back on the way. After 2 laps of a safety car. In lap 4 we're racing again. Zach is leading it. Is someone gonna try a move? Not yet.
Defended from the laser lord there on Gilles. Lovely there. Gilles making another go of it now, and is he going to get it done? He gets it done. No, oh!
And we have someone crashed. It seems like
Venom.
It's Sam.
It was Venom was one of them. Yaram has made it up into P12.
He's in P10 on my screen, so I don't know why it's happening with my view. Venom is trying it! But that was way too aggressive, I think. Hitting the back of Honey Badger.
Alright, so at the moment I have Yaram in P11 and Gilles in P8.
I have Yaram in P10 and Gilles in P16.
All medium pilot has lost a place to Black Phoenix.
Oh, he did. I think he made a mistake then on sector 2 somewhere.
I'm trying to see if he's got his end plates. No wing damage.
We have an end plate lying there. It looks like Midnight is also gonna get the better of Medium Pilot. Medium Pilot seems like struggling. Is it gonna be a move for Midnight?
I think you're going to have a move from Raikkonen down the straight here. He's all over the back of Chris. Here he goes, straight down the straight.
Midnight's gonna be way too far. We have Zach in the pits. There's gonna be a move from Raikkonen on Chris. Is he gonna make it?